If you're anything like me, you love your OCs. It takes up 100% of your brain space, and you're always saying, oh my gosh, that's so them. I need to take a picture right now. They're so cute. However, sometimes just thinking about them simply is just not enough. You need to hold them, to feel them in your hands and say, they're real, I promise they're real. But if you know about merch, you'll know that it is expensive, especially custom merch of your characters. But thankfully, the solution finally showed up in my inbox one day. Being so OC-pilled and needing an outlet for my shenanigans, I jumped on the opportunity when I had the pleasure of collabing with Wooacry. Wooacry sent me a very generous coupon to go crazy and buy some customizable merch of my characters. And I ended up spending more than they gave me, but that's not important. I am just dying to talk about what I made from their catalog, so let's get into it. After my OC lore video, a lot of you requested I make more videos explaining my characters, and I really want to. So this video will also serve as a little baby info dump about some characters we haven't met yet, because I made merch of them. And if you haven't seen my other video explaining my OCs and their world, you should go watch it because this will make so much more sense to you. But as a little recap, Ayaka and Kaito are my two OCs set into a fantasy timeline, and they travel together to try and find Ayaka's brother. Kaito acts as her escort, but something is seriously wrong with this whole thing, and Kaito cannot quite put his finger on what. Alright, and if you're not already, consider subscribing. It really helps my channel, and it helps me get a good outlook to see what kind of content you guys like the most. But anyways, it's merch time! So first up, when I was browsing Wooacry's website, I came across the creative keychain section, and was immediately sucked in with no self-control because I'm only human. Here is where I found this keychain. A moving winged keychain. How adorable is that? I need it right now. And I thought it would fit perfectly for my two OCs, Kenai and Shoko. Kenai and Shoko come later down the line in my story and aren't from the land where Kaito and Ayaka are from. They're from a city called Wooacry, a place where people are a bit different. They have wings, brilliantly colored bird wings inspired by the species I find most interesting. The streets extend far past the ground, with platforms built high in the sky for easy access. Kenai grew up in the countryside, not far from the city. He's very gentle to animals and very goofy. His father is a scout for Wooacry's army and was deployed in the distant regions of his continent. Kenai's mother has not been present for a long time. After his father had been deployed, Kenai's small countryside town kept him company, often crashing other neighbors' houses and playing with other kids his age. When he grew up, he followed in his father's footsteps to become a member of the army. He signed up for cadet training and started immediately. However, Kenai could be described as loud and clumsy and soft. He lacks that mental strength you need for training, but luckily for him, he's gonna have some help. And here's Kenai's keychain. I made a front and back design for him so it's double-sided, and I love how silly he looks in this one. Next up is Shoko. She grew up inside Wooacry, under her mother and father. She grew up fairly wealthy, with her father being a politician and her mother being a retired decorated commander. They were certainly interesting. They showed up for her definitely, but sometimes expected a lot from her. It's a lot of pressure to be perfect when your parents have to save face since they're in the social elite. As she grew older, became stern and strong, and grew up to follow in her mother's footsteps to become a royal guard. Mostly because being a politician like her father seemed infinitely more boring. She enrolled herself into cadet training, and soon began climbing the ranks. This is where she meets Kenai. Shoko is calculated, talented, and brave. Kenai is not. They could not be any more different, but for some reason, Shoko was actually jealous of Kenai. She was jealous that he grew up free and far away from the capital's problems, and somehow he still made it here, where she had worked so hard to get to where she is now. Kenai, on the other hand, admires Shoko, almost to a fault. She was everything he wasn't, and he wishes he had just an ounce of strength she possessed. They have a very brother-sister bond by the end of their training arc. I'm not going into a lot of detail about what happened at cadet training, but something terrible did happen. Something that mistakenly made both Shoko and Kenai outlaws in Velastra's eyes. They had to escape the capital and retreat to the outskirts of the borders, serving as forest watchers and protecting the city in their own little way. And that's Shoko. I love her wing gradient so much, and I think that her and Kenai are gonna look so cute together. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Next up, I obviously had to include some Kaito and Ayaka in here. I miss them. I love them. So, I'm not gonna confirm that what they have is romantic or not, but I saw this really cute heart keychain and I had to get this for them, but don't get the wrong idea or anything. So, obviously, my OCs are so platonic and casual that I had to make them into a cute little heart keychain to show off their amazing friendship, but I low-key did kind of scrap the heart idea. Don't kill me! But I thought like a cloudish background would work a little bit cuter, but don't fret. The keychain itself has a little magnet to attach them together, so I made that a heart. Oh, how cute! And yes, I know we're all dying to know what happened to Kaito and Ayaka after my deliberate cliffhanger last time, but I feel like I need to make y'all wait a bit more. So instead of info dumping about their story, I'll info dump about their character traits. Likes, dislikes, strange talents, things like that. So first up is Ayaka. Obviously, she's very happy and energetic, so she likes everything. But if we're talking food, her favorite food is, drumroll please, apples. She's simple. I'd like to think that she grew up and she only knew that like apples and a few other items were good, so she never really tried anything else. Maybe she's a little picky eater, and she didn't get out of the house, if you know what I mean. But now we get to explore what in the world she could possibly dislike. I had a really hard time coming up with something that she wouldn't enjoy even a little bit, so I decided to make it really kind of stupid. She doesn't like lanterns, specifically the lanterns that use fireflies as a light source. I feel like she would hate how the fireflies are imprisoned, and it would make for some funny moments. If you were to ask me what Ayaka's special talent was, I would say that she has an uncanny ability to scare people. Not on purpose, but she just, like, could be standing nearby quietly and just startle someone if they turned around to see her standing there. The funny part is that she is the farthest thing from threatening, so I love this. And her fears. It's getting so sad over here because her biggest fear isn't being forgotten or dying, it's being alone. She was alone for 12 or 13 years, and the thought is unbearable now. She's so used to Kaito being around all the time, it would scare her more than anything if he decided to up and leave. And now, on to my boy Kaito, my child, my golden boy, my walking social disaster. He doesn't like much. He's simple. He's a social outcast in a storm cloud with legs. What did you really expect? So, he likes the quiet. His goal at the end of this journey is to make away with the money she's giving after escorting her to her destination and build a cabin far away from everyone and everything. Which is goals, honestly. Complete and utter silence. That's his perfect world. It's too bad that this girl has crashed and shattered that perfect dream by speaking every 10 seconds. Again, Kaito dislikes basically everything, so what do I even pick? He hates crowds and noise and kids and festivals and marketplaces and random girls who intrude on his personal space. But what he hates the most in this world is water. What did you expect? His fire powers. It was too good not to. You can't blame me for being cliche. I won't take it. And his random talent? I could say something like chopping wood, setting things on fire, getting angry at everything. But his true talent is that he can cook anything perfectly. Once. If he wants to try a steak and lobster meal, he can make it perfectly. Delicious. 10 out of 10. But if he wants to make it a second time, disaster. Awful. An insult to cooking itself. I don't even know what's wrong with him. It has to be like divine intervention at this point. And now his fear. This one is hard to unpack, especially without giving spoilers, but I would say that his greatest fear is losing ones close to him. Has he felt that pain before? Maybe a little too well, but he doesn't dwell on that. He buries it down where no one can see it. He doesn't make connections. He doesn't want to, and that's just the way he is. Until this girl crashed that into oblivion. Now he is having to navigate conflicting feelings of obligation, responsibility, or maybe genuinely enjoying being in her presence. And that's all you're getting from me. You're not getting any more. And this is Ayaka and Kaito, my two little disasters. I love how the colors of like the clouds came out, and I like how I put some flowers in their hair to tie their designs together a bit more. And I am so excited to see how this comes out. I don't even think you know. Next up is a little baby creature that my friend and I made up while I was brainstorming one day. And it took over. I love this thing so much, so let me tell you guys about the winglings. Winglings are dragon-like creatures commonly found in magical areas. Their wings are teeny tiny, but despite this, they face the odds and fly anyways. Sound familiar? They have front claws, but back paws. Their tail is almost as big as their body, with leaf-like fins at the end of it. They have little dull spikes down their body, and they are brightly colored. They also have only one tooth. A baby even in adulthood. And if you were to ask me what they sounded like, I have one simple answer for you. Animal Crossing villager. These little creatures speak in beeps and moops, and it's adorable. I don't care. And they're also like exclusively fruit eaters, much like their colors. Some suspect that's why they're so brightly hued. They have designated nap times at noon every day and sleep in the trees or high cliffs, depending on the terrain. There are many different variations of the winglings. So we have the leaflings, the budlings, the wildlings, the lightlings, and the streamlings are a few more variations, but the possibilities are endless. So, when I found this creative keychain on the Wooacry website, a keychain that could move the tail of your character back and forth, I just had to do it. My friend also wanted one, so I ordered two for us, and we both adore the winglings. I'm so excited. I finally got to share one of the many new creatures in this world with you. And here is the wingling, my darling Animal Crossing villager dragon bumblebee axolotl concoction. Very simple creatures. I love that. Okay, and the last creation. When I saw this gorgeous stained glass standee, I had to get one, but I struggled so much with exactly what to do. And at first, I was gonna do two fully rendered pieces of Ayaka and Kaito, and my other OCs, Kris and Estraa. After lots of going back and forth, I decided I was only gonna do Kris and Estraa for time's sake. So, I've only talked about them a bit on my channel, but what better time to info dump a little bit? So let's enter narrator mode, shall we? It's time to look at the beginning of the Keeper legacy. What made them? What makes them so special? Thousands of years ago, there were two celestial beings. Beings tasked with keeping the world in harmony, bouncing and reacting off each other's energy for eternity. Solris, the embodiment of light, personified control, order, and sameness. Noctis, the embodiment of darkness, personified grief, chaos, and change. Many people were partial to Solris, being magnificent and orderly. Who values grief and sorrow? Only those who were truly wise would recognize the great impact Noctis had. Without experience, you would never endure change. Solris soon began to grow prideful about their divine destiny, and began to harbor the same disdain for Noctis as his followers did. This all came to a head when Solris decided to make a vessel of power controlled at the center of the world called the core, or essence. The essence maintained the magic in the lands. No more unruly shows of magic or impact was seen. Noctis began to become angry with Solris. Surely, even you can see that control cannot hold this world together. To be great, you must start small. To be strong, you must endure trials. But Solris did not listen. Instead, he started the greatest conflict the world has ever seen. The war. This battle of light and dark went on for ages, but soon, Noctis was overpowered. A giant tear in the world bled through, like a scar remembering the conflict that once took place in the land. Noctis and his followers were cast out on the other side of this territory, the core creating a border to lock the magic inside its walls. Without magic to sustain the land, it started losing its properties. Magic was harder to produce, creatures lost their abilities or gifts, and Noctis's line of keepers was slowly forgotten about. Now, this land was inhabited by mostly humans, and some small mages scattered within the villages and cities, unaware that beyond this giant chasm lie a world where magic is bountiful. Noctis's line was produced outside of the core and magic, meaning all who had descended from him would never have known they possessed such abilities. Without magic to harness this power, it was rendered completely useless. That was until Noctis's heritage suddenly began to resurface through a forgotten line of Noctis's followers that were not cast outside of the walls, in a small village full of dragonkin. Now, on to Kris and Estraa. Kris and Estraa were alive 1,000 years prior to the present, Estraa being the current keeper and soon to balance the core, which I am also calling the essence. She was a descendant from the Solris line, revered and powerful. She was always wrapped up in her documentation, obsessed with journaling every single detail of her travels. Kris met her early on, and they did not get along well. His boisterous and flirtatious personality fell flat to her stern and unimpressed character. Kris would have never taken interest in Estraa, if it weren't for her pendant. This is a fragment of a gemstone that was once called the Last Ember, an ancient artifact used to preserve things that would otherwise be lost. Another genius invention by Solris, who would later try to use it to preserve his soul. The Last Ember alone was shattered centuries ago, its pieces scattered through the lands. Kris had been searching for the last piece for years, so you can imagine his surprise when he finds it on the neck of one of the most stubborn and powerful women he's ever met. Kris initially wants this last fragment because he's lost something. Something I won't share yet, but he's desperate. He can't let it disappear like it never existed. Estraa finding out he needs it is put off. She herself has a strong attachment to this pendant, something passed down her family line for generations. She's not gonna just give it up, so Kris drops it, but he still follows her around. He claims she's interesting. Estraa usually doesn't go around to tell people she's the current keeper, but it's well known. It's not uncommon for people to follow her for her power or riches or healing or whatever else they need. He is just another one in the pile. But something is also different about him. She just can't put her finger on what. Soon enough, after she realizes he's not leaving her alone, they travel together. They share stories and fears and goals and dreams, and soon, that line of wanting her for his ulterior motives started to blur to just wanting her. Oh, and he is absolutely taken. Soon his mental notes about her powers or her abilities started to change into her intelligence, her strength, her courage, and he admired that. He admired her. Estraa, who was usually only used to people wanting something from her, was very taken aback when he started to act differently. Soon, being in her presence was just enough for him. Enough. She had never been enough for someone. Everyone always wanted more healing, more help, more comments, but he was just content, just being near her. And soon, she started to want something for herself, or rather, someone. The core, for thousands of years, had only needed some maintenance from the keepers, maybe magic or memories or something that the keeper gives up to restore harmony for another 1,000 years. Estraa's circumstance was no different. At least, that's what she had initially thought. Soon, lots of events started to happen. Magic storms, earth tremors, wild nature, etc. The world seemed to have been bleeding out magic. And I'm not gonna spoil, but something happens between Estraa and Kris, something big and bad. Something that tears them apart and ruins whatever they had. Estraa, being just devastated, still has to balance the essence. Her big purpose, the one everyone wanted her for. Maybe the core would take her magic away. Good. No more people expecting everything from her. Maybe it'll take her memories. Even better. She doesn't want to remember what just happened. When she gets to the essence, it's wrong. It's distorted and chaotic. It's almost as if it has a mind of its own. And it's mad. Estraa needs to take action now. So she does. She starts to resonate with the core, and again, no spoilers, but Estraa realizes something very crucial very late. Soon, the world was in balance again. Nature was normal. Magic was normal. But something was off. Where was Estraa? The high mages and protectors of the Keeper rush down to the sacred garden where the essence resides, and there they see Kris, clutching Estraa's cold body, completely drained of life, and victim to Kris's wrath. No one knows what happened to Kris that day, whether he got the last ember or not, and exactly what he did with it. All we know is that, according to history, Kris had brutally murdered the most revered keeper the world had ever seen. And yep, that's the lore. If you were ever wondering about Kris and Estraa, now you know. I hope you're happy. So here is Kris and Estraa. I try to capture the desperation Kris carries and the sorrow that Estraa carries as well. But now it is time for the unboxing. All the products have arrived and I've been waiting to open them. So here is the raw reaction and the finished products. I'm so excited.
Several days later.
Hello! Hi everybody! Okay, the order came in. And don't mind my bird, he's gonna be in the background, and I'm here with my friend. Say hi.
Hi.
Yes, okay, so we're gonna open the order. I put this here to make you guys, not see my address, because I don't want you guys knowing where I live. And now we're just gonna unbox it, because I'm really excited. I've been waiting for, days. I already kind of opened it, so you don't have to, wait for me to open it a little bit. Okay, I had to cut it because, I didn't open it all the way, but here we go. I already see that. I want to save that for last, kind of. Oh, guys, I ordered so much. We've already seen what it all looks like in the speed paints, but I just, am so, okay, this is going to be saved for last because I'm scared for that one. Okay, I just looked at it a little bit. Okay, first, we're going to do the little winglings. Look how cute. Oh my gosh, the little tail design. This is in Chinese. I have no idea. We're going to try to open this up. Okay, we got it open. Let's see. We have the cute little wingling. I did the rainbow chromatic thing. And then we have his little tail. I don't know how to stick it on to make it swing, but I'm sure that's in the package somewhere. We'll find it. That is so cute. And I got two because my friend wanted one. I was just name dropped. Okay. Next up, I want to look at. I was so scared. Oh, I see all the bits and pieces over here. Oh, all the keychains. I'm so sorry. My bird is. Yes, we have Kenai and Shoko and Kaito, and I have that. I'm so excited. Okay, first we have Shoko's wings and stuff. Oh, very cute. Here she is, my girl. Her little baby wings. I love those. Oh my gosh. I need to put these all together. We see Kenai in here. Look at the baby. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry, everybody. And his little wings. So cute. Okay. I love them. We're all going to put them together, so you'll see. Maybe I should put them together right now, actually.
Several days later.
Okay, we're back. It's been an hour. We were trying to get them all together, so I'd like to show you. Don't mind my bird. Oh my goodness. So we have like the little winglings. So cute. Look at their tails, and they move, and it's like really like holographic. My phone is trying its best right now. I think they're adorable. Oh yeah, then they're like, it connects to the back, so like it's kind of like chrome. I think that's the word. And they're really cute. I love them. There's one for me and one for her, and these are the winglings. Love. Okay, now the problem child. This is Kenai, okay? And his was difficult because it was actually like a mistake on my part. He's supposed to flap his wings, and they do flap like a little bit, which, you know what? After an hour of trying, it's because the wings are like too big because I like sized them wrong. But otherwise, it works like pretty good. He's so cute. There he goes, flying. I love him. There's his design. There he is in all his glory. And also, he was such a pain. Oh my goodness. Then we have the beautiful, non-problematic child.
That really took one try.
One try, like 2 minutes. We have Shoko here, my queen, and her wings, oh my goodness, I need to hold this. Her wings like flap all the way up, which is beautiful. I love her design. I love that her wings work because I did it right. And I think she actually turned out really cute. So I'm gonna put them aside because now we're gonna unbox some Ayaka and Kao. I'm so excited. We've been waiting. We haven't looked. I think I just showed the camera. Okay, guys, again, my bird. He's being himself. Okay, I think this is like Kaito, maybe. No, this is Ayaka. Look at how cute she is. Oh my gosh, I need to like tear all the wrap off. It's coming off a little bit already. She is so adorable. And then we have Kaito. So cute.
So cute.
Look at him. I gave him like little blue flowers, and I gave her little red flowers because they're best friends. And I love them so much. Okay, we're back, and we put them together very easy this time, thank goodness. Did not take us an hour. So first, my bird. First, we have Ayaka, and she is so cute. I forgot I gave them like little glitter thing in there. I think that's adorable. And here's her little half heart. And I just love her so much. Like, look at her. She's just sitting down like a pretty princess. And then we have the problem guy. This is Kaito, and oh my gosh, he's just himself. And you know what? That's great. I love the way he came out. I think the glitter suits him, even though he would probably disagree. And so now I'm going to put them together because they're best friends. I love them. Here, okay, I put their magnets. There we go. Isn't that so cute? Okay, you cannot tell me that is not adorable. Come on. Come on. That is so... Oh my gosh. Okay. Set them aside. Now, we're moving on to the biggest thing. I saved this for last. Hello? What just fell? Okay. I saved this for last because it's the biggest, and I was also the most, like, nervous for it. It's the, Estraa and Kris thing. I'm really scared that it like got misprinted or something because we've just been waiting to open it. I'm very terrified. First, we have the little backdrop. Beautiful. This came in with the template, so I just like chose one of the templates. I thought the night one looked the best, so I chose this. It is actually humongous. This is my hand. It's big. I love that. I'm doing the platform. This is the little platform I chose with like, there's like little stars in there. You can't really see it like that. I'm just showing my friend. Oh gosh, okay, and now I'm scared. I don't want to like flip it over the wrong way. Hold up. Let me make sure. Okay, I think it's, oh my gosh, look at them. And it's gonna go so, okay. This is beautiful. I knew I probably shouldn't have gone like too dark because dark colors like have a hard time coming up on like printers. But I'm still glad that I did because I think it actually like worked pretty good. Look at the just like how much detail captured. My camera does not do it justice. I'm very excited to put this together. Let me just editing Lee here. Guys, you will not believe what just happened. I went to go get the footage of me unboxing or putting together the Estraa and Kao thing. There's no footage. Where's the footage? It like my camera like it was recording or something, but there's just like black. So guys, we can't see what it looks like, but I took some pictures. But I'm just like really upset. But it like cuts back in on a random time when I already showed it, so I'm so sorry, but here we go. Okay, guys, we put it together. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. This, I need to like get like a proper like camera angle. I'm scared it'll fall because nobody's surprised that I printed it wrong. So it's a little flimsy, but oh my gosh, like look at that. Shut up. Like the detail, I literally love this. And it's supposed to cast a shadow and light. I'm like waiting to see if that'll happen. Sorry, you're just gonna have actually, I'll turn it over for you guys. Oh my gosh, I can't. I need to put this to the side. I can't. It's too beautiful. I will take some pictures to see if like it actually like does what it does in the light. So I will let you guys know. But anyways, this is actually okay. Wooacry. I said it wrong. Cooked. It actually cooked so hard. We have our little, I'll put that in the corner. Beautiful. We have Kaito and Ayaka, and we have Kenai, my problem child, and Shoko, and then my two little winglings. Guys, this was like my best purchase I think I've ever made. Like, assembly was pretty much like really easy, and they gave us like a bunch of extras. I'm so sorry. My friend is side-eyeing me because it took an hour to get him done, but we don't talk about that. No, setup was actually genuinely like really easy, and they gave us so many like extras in case we messed up, which we messed up a lot. But you know what? This is so, oh my gosh. I could not recommend this enough, honestly. I just need a moment. Okay, thank you for sticking around for this very, very long and tedious video with a lot of mishaps. I will try my best next time to do the setup better and hopefully not lose any footage this time. But thank you for sticking around for the lore and all the little funny stuff. I really loved Wooacry so much. Like, their products are awesome. Like, I'm gonna buy from them again. I love merch of my OCs. Please sponsor me. I will use all that money again. Okay, goodbye.